All right. Um, when I first started reloading brass, 223 was the first thing I did, and I just bought two 8-pound jugs of Ramshot TAC, and just ran out of that last week. So I had to quick figure out what to do for my son because that's what he's been shooting. And the next thing I had any quantity of really was Shooter's World Precision. I got an 8-pound jug of it. I was having good luck with it. With the heavier bullets, I really haven't been making a lot of those lately, messing with them. It's just been the 55 grain flat base, what we've been doing, because they're quick and easy. You just churn them out like child's play. And I thought, well, there's data for it. Give it a shot. So I loaded up some 25 grain loads and some 26 grain loads. Now, here's the thing. I'll roll in the targets for these. If they hadn't looked so good, I wouldn't be making this video. So, here's the thing though. This is not scientific. It is not load development. It is... yeah. Hey, those look good enough. Let's share this. That's all it is. Because the 25 grainers I threw with my my auto drum. Now my auto drum with fine powders, that thing I can get it where it will hit every time. I like to shoot for 5 throws that hit spot on before I call it good. With the precision, it's an extruded powder, and I was getting over and under. I was getting some fluctuation, which I'm not used to. So, you know, I'd already made them when I decided, well, let me shoot for the 26 grain, and I basically trickled them. So, yeah, it's kind of apples to oranges there. I really need to go back and work up, start a little lower, work up, and find out if the difference in the groups is because of that, or if this powder just likes a fuller case, because either one could be the real factor. Both could be the real factor. You know, there could be more to it than I know. But anyway, that's what this is based around. No real load development. And I had my son shoot him 50 yards with his red dot. His doesn't have an extra pick piece to mount my chrono, my magneto speed, so I didn't get any data on these. It was just, well, let's see how these do, and if the pressure is too much, because 26 grain in the data, with different bullets, of course, is a compressed load. So I'm like, let's see. And the 25 grains look fine, because with my bullets, 26 is not a compressed load. You can shake it and hear it. So there's some movement. Shooters World used Mid-South shooter supply bullets. Now, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Whether their SP is spire point or soft point. You know, different manufacturers use that interchangeably, so I'll have to look that up and roll it in, because the SPBT, you know, either spire point or soft point boat tails, they loaded to 2.21 overall length, and the full metal jackets were 2.22 overall length. Started them both at 20.5 grains, ended them at both at 26 grains, and they denoted a compressed load for both. The SPs were 2878 feet per second, and the FMJs were 2886 feet per second. Now I'm guessing I got a bit lower than that because I'm not working with a compressed load. 2700, 28, maybe. I'll have to go back and test that another time. But now these are the worst looking primers out of the bunch. From 26 grain, The worst one is the first one that came out. I believe it's this one. And at the range, they look pretty flattened, but now I'm learning that the camera tells all. Well, okay, not all, but you know. With the camera, I can tell that they're not really flattened out. They still have some rounded shoulders, but yeah, that one, it looked flat, you know, out on the range without any kind of magnification. So I have to remember, the phone will give me a better idea of what's really going on. But that first one kind of made me a little nervous. I'm like, well, I'll shoot another one and see. And it didn't look like that. It looked okay. So, yeah. Very interesting. Might be able to put another half grain in there and see what, you know, maybe one more. For that, probably 27 would compress them and not look so happy, but, you know, hey. Since they're not compressed, there's that possibility. Now, I've tried to make this a few times and confused the crap out of myself with the data. And I want to include this because it'll shake your faith in any kind of burn rate chart and make you wonder how subjective they are. Because we know Shooter's World powder and Lovex powder are the same powders. But they do not agree on the burn rate of the same powder. Mind-boggling. Now, Shooter's World was just updated 6/30/20. I only reprinted the necessary stuff, so that's why this is a duplicate page. The Lovex data is from 2019, so it's, you know, as up to date as they have released. Only about a year old. My notes. This will really get confusing. Okay, let's go back here. Now, precision is S062. I don't know if I got this close enough where you can read this stuff. Hopefully. Precision S062. Now, whoops, sorry. Shooter's World claims Varget, but the ballistician told me it is slightly faster than Varget. And this will become evident when we start comparing this data, these burn rate charts between, well, the manufacturer and the rebrander. That's what it boils down to, folks. Now, if we go to the Lovex data, kind of know where this stuff is, sort of. That's why I put the little tabs in there. Okay, one page back. There we go. S062. Yeah. Well, same speed as TAC. So they're claiming not Varget, but precision is the same speed as TAC. But let's see, H4895, which is you know, another Hodgdon powder. Now S065. Now S means single base and D means double base. Don't confuse them like I did one time and about blew my face off. I was getting close. I ended up finding out that I was on the hot side of things. Very hot side of things. Luckily it was just barely safe. Wow. Yeah. Careful notes. And then they will have like point stuff, and that can be like S06, say it was a 2.34, and they're different. But yeah, instead of Varget, they're saying H4895 for S062. Now S065 that they're claiming is Varget. Shooter's World claims it's H414. It's going by my notes anyway. which is long rifle, which is slower than precision, which, oh boy. So you have S065 by the manufacturer, claimed speed of target, being long rifle, precision being slightly faster than precision by their own admittance if you talk to them. And that right there explains that little being slightly faster. So yeah, the manufacturer, the rebrander, the burn charts, discrepancies, you be the judge. Who are you gonna trust? But yeah, an H414 is slower than Varget, so yeah, where H414 is, well, S070, do we have that? S070 is SW4350. And H14 is somewhere in between S065 and S070. So, yeah, I figured I would throw that out there for people to mull over and chew on and, you know, have fun with. However you want to have fun with it. I don't know. But, yeah, you know, it's just, I find it interesting that the manufacturer and the rebrander find discrepancies in burn rates. How these things are determined, I don't know. But, yeah, makes one wonder. One thing I can say is these really sealed in the chamber. I mean, these have not been wiped down from that 26 grain load. They are, you know, almost shiny. I mean, crazy. So, yeah. Did I even go into any kind of set the load data? Yeah, there. What does Lovex have? Have I gone way past it? 7mm must be way past it. I didn't think to mark this. Okay, that's handgun too. Okay, here we go. 55 S053 S063 S060. See right here, D073.4, D073.5, D073.6. They are different powders, but they are still D073s. You gotta watch that stuff. That's kind of why they gave them names for Shooter's World, to try to, you know, simplify that confusion. But we also don't get a lot of the powders, the Lovex powders. And we also get some that aren't in here because they were OEM or mil-spec kind of stuff like that. The AR Plus was NATO developed. It's not in Lovex data. The tactical rifle isn't in here because that was an OEM powder. We get some. Oh, we don't get some. But yeah, there's a little confusion to be worked out. And just thought I would point that out. But yeah, it all started with, hey, I got some pretty good results, or my son did, and wow, these look really nice and not as bad as I thought at the same time. All right, well, I'll roll those targets in here. It's only 2. What I did was I loaded up 10 of each of those, so there's 2 targets. There should be 10 holes on each, and let you have a look at that. They have some good powders, so it's just odd little bits. All right, well, I'll leave you with that. Roll all this in. Have a good one. God bless. See ya.